The person in charge told him not to do something.
And then he violated what she said afterwards when she walked away. So when she left, he went back.
He violated what she said afterwards when she walked away. So when she left, he went back over there to the. Are you wanting him to leave to leave the area?
Yeah.
Based on the fact that he entered a restricted area.
Right.
Sadly, I can't stop him from recording you.
That's fine. Why you can't tell him that he can't record the employees? Because in regulation.
So it's almost like when, just say somebody go live on somebody on Facebook, they are like you have a freedom to do that. Unfortunately, that's the law. Do we like it and we agree with it? No, but it's the same. It is the same thing, right?
GT's going hot with an updated story from Columbus, Georgia Post Office. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to include smashing that notification bell right quick, fast, and in a hurry. Police say the darndest things. What about how the Columbus Police Department feels about people's rights? They don't like it.
Why you can't tell him that he can't record the employees? Because in regulation.
So it's almost like when, just say somebody go live on somebody on Facebook, they are like you have a freedom to do that. Unfortunately, that's the law. Do we like it and we agree with it? No, but it's the same. It is the same thing, right?
If the police don't like them, they'll just ban them.
Waiting on him. I think he's speaking with his supervisor. I think we're gonna ban him. So how to work is, like I said, we'll go out there with you. You just let them know, like, hey, because of X, Y, and Z, like you have to go, and it's simply because you informed him not to record the people where the information is behind the window, and then in the passport room.
It appears that postal employees lied that I entered restricted areas to the officers. I accessed everywhere the free-flowing public has access to. The U.S. Post Office passport area appears to be a public lobby with a window for service, and nowhere did it state that lobby was restricted. It's very interesting how some police portray themselves and their department. There has been training information provided for post offices and postal employees, and they still can't get it right. This is most likely one of the most ignorant police supervisors I've encountered. If the government doesn't want you to be in a public space, they'll just ban you.
Supervisor, I think we're going to ban him.
Way to go, Columbus Police Department. You really joined today and protected tomorrow. Let's get into the body cam footage.
Recording.
Let me deal with the call, and I'm going to call you right back, okay?
Yeah, we just pulled
I'm assuming that's him right here recording.
What I was told.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to get a copy of y'all's body. Other left side, sir.
I appreciate it, sir.
Sir, you don't tell me where to walk. You don't tell me what to do. I'm under no authority.
Are you the one that called?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he just in here recording?
He was in here recording, but I told him outside is fine. Here is fine. Not only did he go into that part, he's in the passport office, but people are doing their passport, filling out their information and stuff. You cannot be recording in this, sir. You want the policy, so we went over there. I went over there without him because I told him he keep putting the camera in my face. I didn't want the camera in my face. But the policy says you have to get permission in advance to record on postal premises, especially over there. That's not considered. It's public, yes, because people are coming in, but they're coming in with personal information.
When you say the past, so he's going in the room where they're filling out.
Yeah, the people are sitting there. He's going in there. He's trying to put the camera on.
Postmaster on.
Yeah.
Can we speak to him?
Yep.
I told you I gave him permission to record me. He's still recording me inside the building.
Can you show me the room
right
that
there.
he? No,
Right
I'm trying to figure out the room that he's going in with the passport.
In here.
Okay.
In here, like I say, they can't come to the police station and record like that.
It's stupid.
He can record from the outside.
So is he actually going in there?
Yes, he's going in there.
Okay.
0 Drive.
Thank you, sir.
You're a motor use. And you guys?
It is our federal building.
You can't go to the White House over there.
I sure can.
Outside the gate.
I sure can.
Outside the
Inside
gate.
the White House is a restricted area. I cannot go in any restricted areas.
Outside the gate.
I have not been in any restricted areas.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Hey, so this guy right here that's doing all this, I know they saying, you know, he got a right to record and stuff, but like, is he allowed, like if they're telling him to get the camera out of their face and he's still putting it in their face, he's following them around. He originally walked up on Cardin when Cardin was on the phone with you, and I said, hey, you can record, but you need to stand back here. And he said, you know, I can stand wherever I want to stand. This is a free, you know, I got the rights to, because this is public property. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not, you know, you're not walking up on the officer. You know, I told you to stand back there. You can record, you can do what you want to do, but you're not walking up to us while we standing here talking to you on the phone. So then we go back inside, and then now he's following the guy around back and forth. And they're like, he can record on the outside, but like, I guess the inside thing or whatever is like, because people got their social security numbers and stuff like that, because he's walking inside the passport office where people are filling out their passport information. It's a separate room, correct. Correct. We waiting on the postmaster now to come, but yeah, the girl the manager here originally told him, like, hey, you cannot be in this room. You know, she was like, you can record outside, do whatever you want to do in the hallway or whatever like that, but people right here with their information and personal you know, numbers and stuff like that, you're not allowed to be in this room recording. And then she was like, he was still getting in my face with the camera and stuff like that, which, I mean, he aggressive. I mean, because he walked up, trying to walk up on Cardin, and it was on Cardin's gun side, and I said, hey, stand right there. And he was like, I can go wherever I want to go. Yes, we right here. The passport room, you have to go through another set of doors, make a left, and then walk a little bit down to to that room. No, you're only in there filling out passports. It's correct. And she said it's another room that she said he's been in. She said, you know, he could record or whatever. She's like, but he can't be coming back here in our passport room. And there's something else that she said he came back there and recording. But I'm waiting on her to come back out. But correct. Good morning. Yeah, because the black guy that works here too, when he came, I thought he went to go get the postmaster. When he came out, he was like, see, he got this camera in my face, and it was about maybe a foot from him, and he was like, I told him to stop recording me up in my face like that. And the guy's following him around with the camera while he's walking back and forth. The guy made a U-turn, and he still turned around and followed the guy.
That's what the president said.
Okay. Okay, I'll let Cardin know. All right. Hey, Cardin. All right. So I called. Sorry, you can come to my car. I'm not talking to him. So I talked to Sergeant Weaver. Again, he cannot be in that passport room because Sergeant Reed said they stuff is in social security numbers and stuff in there, and that's a separate room. And then following them with the cameras in their face, cannot do that.
Does he just want to come down?
He's on the way. So he said wait off for him. So yeah, I just want you to know that. Everybody else think they know the law. But cause like the black guy showed me the passport room.
It's just one of those things. There's so many gray areas.
Tell the post office they call me. I get that, but like it's just wandering around.
Have a good day, sir. Have a good day, sir.
No, you can't sit here and be a prick and record all day and then not have any conversation with others.
Have a good day, sir.
Big boy getting up there. Oh, big boy did do. He's tying his shoes and he's doing
83 be advised. He's about to turn into an 82.
all right. Your mama let you out today, buddy?
She did.
Oh, good.
She let me out.
Good.
She let me out today. I'll tell my mom y'all said hey.
All the way to the next door. Right there, right there.
Hey,
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna talk to police for a second. Right.
so like I told Carter, him following employees with the camera in their face and all that stuff, you can't do that. To the point where like the guy having to do a U-turn and you still following him. Him going in that room with the passports, it's a whole separate room.
Yeah.
Like that. That's nothing to do with it.
Is there anything we can do?
I mean,
Okay.
he pushing
All right, thank you,
disorderly.
sir.
I was waiting on him to walk up on one of them guys out there.
Sorry about that. I was trying to call somebody district. But the policy is they can film outside and if customers are willing to talk to them. But they were never supposed to come in here with that camera.
Okay.
Correct.
So, we asked them to leave. They refused to do so.
Do you have the policy that I can see?
I believe it's. Hold on a second. Let me pull it.
I just need, in case this get to where we needed to go.
I'm sorry, my internet has been in.
No, you're okay.
For days now. It may not even pull up for me. I might have to go to another computer.
And then they say he was in the passport room.
Oh, he definitely don't need to be in there. I didn't know that they were all in the passport.
That's just that office right there we walked through to come in here, right?
Yeah, like when you go out this door to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, passport.
This back. We'll be out at 6th Ave and 11th Street.
Okay, here it is. Let me print this out. I have to go to this printer.
Okay.
Bravo 18 on 10 expectation.
Right here? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I called somebody in district to share the phone.
Yeah, we know.
And then you
She's on the phone right here now.
you said he went in the
When they're doing a passport set, they're sitting down putting personal information.
And then where
in the passport, he walked up to the window and he was trying to record back there behind the clerks and stuff.
okay.
He's in the he's still out there going back and forth between the lobby and the retail area.
Who's showing phone?
Okay.
Okay.
She He thought he was just outside. I said, no. I told him outside is fine. That area technically, no, okay, cool, whatever, because they're not doing anything. But you coming in here, people got their personal information.
Outside is fine if he's not harassing people.
Okay. And then we just had the 2 guys that just got into it with him out there, so we probably can push for him to be.
So that's harassment. 'Cause they don't want to talk to him.
Well, they cussed him out about. They started it because they saw how he was acting with him in the. So they kind of. They did turn around and said, yeah, they started that one trying to get him to do something to them. Where is it? I see it right there.
We ain't waiting on the wall and having the same.
One of us will let them out. He's trying to stay out.
Can you hold on to this for me? I don't want him to see me hold no paper because he's going to. Let's come out here because Sergeant Weave on the way.
Yeah, that's already supposed to be here.
He is? Okay.
Not here yet, but he's on the way.
Is it this way up?
This is the front.
So where they at?
Yeah, up here where they at.
Oh, maybe out of
For Georgia Tech, Sierra.
So they called the guy over the postmaster. But yeah, she printed it off for me. Like I said, you're not supposed to be in that passport room. You're supposed to be outside.
What's the passport room?
It's in there. I'm gonna show you. But she said, she said they told him twice. He's not even really supposed to be here, but they were trying to make him, But because that right there is they typing in the information right there also.
Wow, I can't help that. They need to put it
But she said he went to the clear window and he went inside the passport room.
Y'all have a good day.
You too. So we got people that
was that before or after he was told not to do it?
But after they said something to him, he was coming back because they were telling him not to do it, coming back doing it again. So it's the same thing like with Carden. I told him to step away from Carden because Carden was faced like how you was. He walked just up like this. I said, you need to stand back. He said, I can do what I want to do.
Yeah. But as far as the violation, he was told not to go in the room and proceeded in the room anyway?
Yeah, in the passport room. That's what the lady in the pink pants was telling us. And then it's people in there. And then the 8200 came in when people was leaving. He still had the camera up and there was 2 guys from they were cussing him out right there, and then he came in here, followed the black guy that just left, followed him back inside of the building with the camera, the one that was like, stop recording me. He works here. He walked back outside, and of course, when he walked back in, then he walked back in, and that's how we in there.
Where's the guy now?
He just left. Y'all passed each other.
Oh, the little black dude?
Yeah, he works here also.
He also works here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Let's get it right. So that he works here, and he was in here filming?
No. He was telling the one that was filming to leave. And stop putting the camera in his face.
The little black dude with the book bag?
Yeah.
I just spoke to.
Yeah.
Looked like somebody deacon in church.
Correct.
Okay, so we done?
Yep.
Okay, anybody want to wait on? Hello?
This is him.
Oh, that's why I was asking. Okay. We have a private conversation. Thank you.
Oh, no, y'all go to private as long as we're in the public space.
He went in that room.
He did it after being told not to.
That's with the lady in the pink pants. That's the one that's been on the phone with the big boss. But, and they told him he couldn't be in there. He stated that he could be. She said he even was going up to the clear windows, which is the clear ones right there. So like every time they finish with somebody, they take off to the back because he keep recording through the thing.
But it wasn't while business was being transacted. It was while the person just standing.
They had a lot of people in here. He said he
right there, like me and you. I'm paying. I'm buying.
Oh, she can better tell you with that one. So she having to call them by the phone to get them to come from the back because of the way he acting.
I mean, he has all the right to film publicly and so on and so forth. He just wants to be extra. So somebody's at the register, he has no. One way or another, right?
Damn. Sorry. In here. I'm just arguing.
Bravo 13, Bravo
And
16.
all right, this is my sergeant. And then where's the lady with the pink? Yeah. Can you get her in here?
Bravo 13, Bravo 16, 8,600 Full Court, 600 Full Court,
Hey, are you
Presidential,
here?
Garage Door.
Okay, can you
Third
come back
one.
to the office? Did they ever tell you who they were with?
Him? No, he did not.
Can you give me the address one more time?
He's just with himself.
Good one, 600 Full
He
Court,
follows around in a big circle.
600 Full Court.
Saying that he can just record. Okay. See how long you do it. But my only concern is if he was.
This is the one that was for the coming up to the window in the post office room.
If he, if people are transacting or whatever, or if he was told not to enter an area and then he entered it anyway, that's where I just want to know. And what do you want done with that? Because if you're told not to go through passport, I guess that's an area of some form of privacy for people to handle business.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And he entered once he would say, hey, you can't go in there. Did he go back in there? And if so, do you want anything done?
That part I can't say if he went back in there after he was told not to go back in there. So I don't want to say that because I don't know.
We just don't want any type of promotion. Like, I know you said that he got into it with some people out there.
Mm-hmm.
If something happens on post property, then we're responsible for it. So that's the biggest thing.
Well, if he is not causing a disturbance that causes you guys to tell him to leave, and then he violates it by not leaving, but as long as those doors are open and people can freely walk, he can freely walk those same areas.
Yeah, he's not good. We can't film inside. We can stay out there all we want to.
I don't think there's a law that says you can't film.
He has to have permission, and he has to
It does say that
in
in the thing that he has to have permission in order to.
What thing?
He's supposed to say there's a whole process, and that's why the lady that I was speaking to in the district, he's supposed to contact her.
I see you squinting right here. And that's what I initially told him. When I did, you have to get permission to.
Because they need to know what it's for.
Motor floors out, Manchester and Warren Springs.
Hold up, let me get there right now. Interesting.
And it's hanging out in the lobby as well.
Motor 7, I'll be out Manchester and Reese. Yeah. I'm dispatch, we got another door.
See, this is what I'm saying that may be taken
People are holding traffic.
lobbies, foyers.
Because they need to know what it's for. She asked me to ask who's he with so she can be on the lookout. because it may be something negative. So that's why they have to get permission prior to, because it may be something negative.
Yeah, I have camera footage.
See, he's not working for the news. It's his personal.
And that's what I asked him. I asked him, he said he was with the news station, and I asked him which one.
Not employers.
He wanted to start
Corridors,
asking questions.
auditoriums being used for public meetings except prohibited. Regulation governing conduct of postal property. So Miss Master,
You can just call me Nikki.
Miss,
Specialty 2, 14 and 83.
Doesn't clear, you can resume traffic.
Just give me his address and I go see his
Yeah,
house.
we're going to have to load these. We're going to have to load these.
That's called private property.
Yeah, I guess you do.
He's good unless proven otherwise. I know. I mean, it says lobbies, corridors, and all like that on there. But if he is, if he was told not to walk up to the window while transactions and business is being taken care of, and that's disturbing your flow of business, and he does it afterwards, or he enters that room where people are going in there filling out personal information.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be 10-8, 27269.
After he went up to the window,
it says right here, other photographs may be taken only with the permission of local postmaster or installation. And he technically needed permission to even come here.
When he went to the window to clear things with the two when they was up there doing the transactions stuff like that, you told him to stop recording there, or did they tell him to?
They did.
And did he do it again? Or,
Let me go get one of the photos.
yeah.
and then I mean, if he caused that trouble and whatnot, and you tell him that he needs to go because of his actions at the window, after being told not to do it, you have all the right to ask him to leave the property. I just know outside of restricted areas, when you enter government-owned buildings, you can film them. Not saying it's normal.
Trying to see if maybe she's
contact with the person at all that you're?
Yeah, I just got off the phone.
And from that behavior, did she give a definite of what she
said
wanted?
that they need to go if he's harassing his customer. That they can only film outside
but you can
of
call
the
unit
post
10A.
office.
Here's a mechanical
3996. They give them to you yet? Okay, you guys send them every day. Tell them to get them.
Good horse, 15 3.
Were you able to find the handbook?
Yeah, it's on poster 7, but they're saying it's kind of vague.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've seen it where they say, you know, they have to have permission to do that from the district, not just me. You know, and they're supposed to contact and let them know what it's being used for.
Well, I have had people that have they'll stand in the lobby and video the clerks. Of course, it's annoying and they're trying to get a reaction out of them.
Oh yeah,
But as long as they're just standing there not doing anything,
36,
that's one thing. I mean, I've had clerks shut down the post office door and they get in trouble for that. But when they start harassing the customers in line or affecting business,
white male, blue shirt, blue jeans, appears to be homeless, in the lead. He's currently outside.
The little interaction I saw him with the dudes, not the dude, a couple of people that came up the line. They said, "Are you on that?" "Oh, no, ma'am, I'm not." He wasn't rude or mean or nasty. So.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, quick question. So, I know the person up front with the camera or whatever, I know he came up to the window and was recording. They had told him that he could not do that. Did he, at any point, did he ever come back up there?
Yeah. So as soon as he came in, he just walked around. He set up the camera in front of us. So my co-worker asked him, "Hey, you need help? You need anything?" And he was like, "No, I don't need help." So she's like, "Are you recording?" He was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You cannot record us." So by this time, he had went into the passport, still recording, and they have social security numbers, birth certificate, and everything laid out in passport. So we explained to him, "Sir, you cannot record people." So he came back, he sat back up, he pointed the camera towards me. I said, "Sir, I did not give you permission to record me." He stood there. That's when she was called. And then he walked out, he came back in, he stood there, and she spoke to me.
Okay, so he went back to the line. Did he ever go back also in the passport room, or was that just...
Yeah, he was walking back and forth in the passport.
After she told
After
him?
she told him. He went back in there.
And was it people
It was people in there.
in there?
It was, yeah, we stayed busy. Yeah. So then I went on to explain to him that, hey, you can record the products, but you can't record back past the camera because it's personal information that you can't record. And then he put it back on me. I said, "Sir, again, you don't have permission to record me." He just stood there. And then he walked out in the lobby. He came back in.
He went outside to the parking lot when he was recording whatever. And then he came back again. I thought maybe he was just gonna stay on that outside part of the lobby, but then he came back into the retail part.
Did he say why or who he's with?
He was talking about something about the government laying off employees and the post office laying off employees.
Not to us. He just said he was with the news people with us. But other than that, no.
So he told y'all when he first with the news.
That's accepted. I doubt he can go news.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I mean,
I
if
know
he
the news
was,
folks.
why was he just recording and not asking questions like,
Because he
"Hey, have you
wasn't.
heard that y'all are going to lose your jobs? What do you think about that?" Like,
You-
you know,
He
he
didn't
wasn't.
ask no questions. He just came
I
in
just heard
and started
that
recording.
the person in charge told him not to do something, and he violated what she said afterwards. When she walked away. So when she left, he went back over there to the place again, right?
Yeah, so when she left, he just stood, right there recording. And then he picked up the camera. He pointed towards me, still recording. And then I left. But in the meantime, when the other co-worker walked away, he went back in passport, came back out, set it
You
back
say
up.
in passport, what's in passport?
We got a passport office.
But what's
That's the passport door right there.
So
Show me what
he went in. And once you go in, you can't really see because he disappeared.
yeah, because
So
it's...
then, yeah.
And was there people in that room
Yes,
again?
there was.
Okay.
Continue this
You're the boss. Are you wanting him to leave to leave the area?
Yep.
Based on the fact that he entered a restricted area after being told not to go in there.
Right.
Sadly, I can't stop him from recording you.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go do it.
I'm gonna have to do it.
Yes, you are the manager of the store. You are the head honcho.
It ain't no telling what news or where we gonna post my picture.
Exactly. So my question is, why you can't tell him that he can't record the employees? Because in regulation.
So it's almost like when, just say somebody go live on somebody on Facebook, they are like you have a freedom to do that. Unfortunately, that's the law. Do we like it and we agree with it? No, but it's the same. It is the same thing, right? Okay. So it's one of those things where like if you took a picture of just say your child or something and somebody's in the back looking at like you, it's the same. It's the same thing.
It's
but
a public area.
It's a public area. So, but the not recording their personal information behind the counter with the envelopes I see and stuff out there and people cards and stuff at the register, that stuff is why we were saying when y'all told him to stop, did he come back? And I know you said he did, and then you told him he could not do it, and then he moved it from that information to you, and then you said stop recording you. Okay.
But he physically went into that room after being told not to go over. Once the representative walked away.
Yeah. Once my coworker walked away, he got up, got the thing, the little camera, he went back in, came back out. He kept moving around. So it ain't like he just stayed in one spot and recorded. That's not what he did. He kept going back and forth, in and out the doors, in and out passport, recording.
And I know for sure I told him he can't go into that room because I told him, I said, you got people dealing with their personal information and stuff. I said, you can't be putting that on camera. And then there was a lady right there, like, but she was in the passport, she was sitting at the counter, and she was writing. I'm like, for example, if you record her, you're going to have her address and stuff and everything. Well, I wasn't, we said something about, I'm not recording her, but I wasn't thinking about her, but now you brought my attention to her. And I told him that it was about bringing your attention to her to the scene when you're recording, so you're going to catch stuff on camera regardless, just because it's over.
Can I get y'all the info before we go back out there with him? All right, what's your first name?
Demetrius.
Demetrius. I thought so. I ain't want to butcher or nothing like that.
That's it, Demetrius.
What's your last name?
Goodley, Goodley.
What's your date of birth? I'll use this address. All right. What's your first name? And you were behind the counter.
I was.
Alabama, Yankee, Lima, Zulu, 580.
Shanae, S-H-A-N-E-A. Last name Daniels, D-A-N-I-E-L-S.
I-A.
I-E-L-S.
And what's your position?
Supervisor.
She said the guy tried to come back in here. She said she's gonna go to Ashland. She said somebody just tried to come back here. She's gonna figure out what they're talking about. She said she's gonna go.
Just now?
Huh?
To my life recently?
Yeah, but she said she's gonna go.
They finna let me know, but they saying somebody trying to come to the door, through the door. I got their info. I'm just seeing who. No, like the guy recording. They finna see. Yeah, they finna see.
go and tell him to.
You want to?
She got to. We can't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
it has to be the establishment to say, hey, we need to leave because
He tried to come back here, but the door was locked.
all right, and that
the gentleman out here, I was following him to be around in a big figure eight circle outside. He went into the what kind of room?
the passport room.
The room that they provide for people to go in and fill out their private information passport.
Real quick, FYI.
After being told not to go in there, the supervisor walked away. He went in there again and figured prior to police arrival. So I'm having a supervisor to go and ask him to leave the property, and just want to let you know that's where we at. If she has the power to do that, I guess so. I guess you have to. Oh yeah, well, going inside, but as far as like you can't ever come back and mail some mail or something. Okay. So we get banned from the property.
And he currently trying to come to that locked door.
Oh yeah, she's here with us. Of course, she pulled some things about the news crew having permission and this, that, and that.
Can I?
Thank you.
All right, and then we're gonna. I'm waiting on him to. I think he's speaking with his supervisor. I think we're gonna ban him. So how it'll work is, like I said, we'll go out there with you. You'll just let them know, like, hey, because of X, Y, and Z, like you have to go. And it's simply because you informed him not to record the people where the information is behind the window, and then in the passport room, and then he went back in there, and then apparently I think he's still trying to get through this locked door over here. They went out there, and then he told them that he was trying to come back here, but the door locked. The girl out front witnessed it. That's who called them, and then they went out there to see who it was. They saw it was him, and he said he was trying to come back here, but the door was locked.
Ready when you are. Would you like to have a ban from the property? That way, any future engagements, probably won't be no talk would be downtown.
That's one reason he's coming here. He can buy stamps somewhere else.
Well, that's what was said to me. Like, the other post offices in Columbus.
Yeah. I mean, she's over those too, but not that we want him to show up there, but.
You own anything? All right. Make your way here and park at the funeral home next door. I'll let you know. Just tell dispatch that you get back up here. Park at the funeral home. I'll let you know if I need you to pull up. Yeah, the two of you. Both of y'all here.
Order 7, I'll be out, Mansion.
Park in the funeral home and then we'll go from there. All right, because we're about to let him know he needs to leave. I said we're about to let him know he needs to leave. Bye. We walking down the same street?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know in your whole description, I guess you're logging a report.
I'm gonna do a report. I got the information. I'm gonna get hers real quick before we go out there. And can I? This is the one she printed off for me. I'm gonna log this in with it. But what's your first name? So I know you on the phone.
What's my what?
First name.
Nikki.
N.I.
K.I.
And your last name.
Paul, H-A-L-L.
And what's your date of birth?
I got a hyphenated name. Hollingsworth, H-O-L-L-I-N-G-S-W-O-R-T. I gotta give you my date of birth?
You said W-G-S.
W-O-R-T-H.
And you the postmaster?
Yes.
You ready? Oh, okay.
Let me give this to my manager. Just in case he doesn't.
Well, in that same vein, right there, you just need to give your desired word for him to leave.
So I just
We're not in control of the business.
But you see where I'm coming from, right? I know the minute, like, that's why I never had an installation ceremony. Normally, postmasters have installation ceremony. I've never had one because I feel like if they see me and, you know what I'm saying, then they're going to start complaining, even though things are probably better in Columbus than they have been in a very long time as far as the mail delivery goes. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember the last black female I dealt with years ago.
you talking about Denise?
I don't know, but she was dark skinned. I guess she'd be older than both of us now because I think she was older than me back then. Am I right?
Was it maybe like in 2020?
Well, no, even before then. We talking, because I used to work for the state and, you know, would knock on the door. We needed something, because, you know, y'all used to be on Buena Vista Road. But it has to come from an authority of a representation of
So my
the
active
business.
manager can't do it.
Who?
My active manager.
Talking about the lady with the stuff?
No,
Or the young lady
that's
in
the
pink?
financial auditor that came here.
The young lady in pink?
No, that's my supervisor. The lady in here that I gave my phone to. I'll do it, but I just know it's gonna be some backlash.
It ain't gonna be
That's
no
why I
backlash
can't
because he
really be happy about getting a job and being promoted because I just know, you know. Pretend they about to make me go touch his damn feet. You don't want to do it. See? Let Miss Beverly do it. Tell the man to leave outside, Miss Beverly. I got bad hair. But most I got some bad hair. Oh, okay. Why don't you take you? I'll move my car. I might be safer with her than I am with y'all. No offense. Miss Beverly say don't let the face fool you.
I'm glad you don't play.
That's okay. That's what's wrong with you. Know what's going on? What's wrong? See, that's what I'm talking about.
According to Officer Brown, the Columbus Police Department, they do not like that the people have rights and that they can hold government accountable. Wow. Officer Marquise Brown, you should be terminated from your position, let alone you're training people. Looks like you were in a field training officer vehicle. Wow. So you're training people to act this way as law enforcement. I'm interested to know what the chief of police and assistant chief have to say about these officers and the way they acted. Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you think about the Columbus Police Department and this post office. Until next time, GT is going cold.